Чё-то в последнее время не хочу слишком рашить. Потому что в отличие от Вальгала, это вроде более-менее хорошая игра. А что планы у меня, конечно, на эту неделю все еще более-менее наполеоновские. Но пойдет.
The resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know. He's clearly been affected by the hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Чтобы их
Okay, I need to go.
тоже не пожала эта
Jesse.
херня,
Be
грубо
careful.
говоря. Чтобы они не превратились в хисы зараженных.
Jesse, when you were down in research, did you run into a Dr. Rhea Underhill?
I didn't. Who is she?
She is a colleague of mine. A researcher studying a kind of extra-dimensional mold growing below research.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
Просто как начинается игра
No
в
one
ВК?
does. Look, I haven't heard from
Я
Rhea
захожу в
since
это
the hiss
здание
arrived.
с мыслью о том, что
Would you
типа
mind having a
найду
look
своего
around for the
брата,
next time
что-то
you're in
разберусь.
Of
Меня
course.
нападают всякие
Thanks,
херни.
Jesse.
Ну,
Now, what's
я
on your
нахожу
mind?
директора этой конторы, который застрелился.
I
Я
visited
подбираю
the
его
clerk.
пистолет, и мы
What's the
начинаем
plan for all that
разбираться
black
со
rock?
всем говном.
The Bureau has used
В этом
BlackRock
месте.
almost
Меня все
exclusively
называют
for
директор.
containment purposes. See, I say, branch out. Instead of boxes, helmets. Instead of blast shields, knives.
Knives?
Yes, knives! So many combat applications. Slicing, stabbing, gouging. Sorry. I've been trying to get Darling to explore combat applications for years. I got a little excited.
Wow. I did not expect that from her. This place is looking good. Arish is making real progress around here.
Right? This place is a fortress. And with him taking care of operations here, I can spend more time analyzing the hiss. I've been attempting to isolate and neutralize the hiss resonance in blood samples, but no luck so far.
So you can't reverse it.
Not yet, but perhaps reversing it is too simple. See, if hiss resonance can rewrite human genetics, then perhaps it's a question of rewriting the hiss resonance. In theory, that could pave the way for custom human genetic alteration.
I wonder how often the phrase mad scientist is used around here. How is HRA production coming along?
Better than expected. We've already made enough to get people out of a couple safe rooms. And they're here, alive, thanks to you. And we never would have lasted this long if you hadn't walked in those doors.
You deserve thanks too, of course. We got this place up and running together, Emily.
Сложно.
Enjoy your data.
Oh, I will. The resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall with her CIA spy shit, god.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous.
Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation from maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived.
У них там все такие стволы.
Hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
What's the deal with Blackrock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on BlackRock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. Love making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have afterwork beers down there.
Да я сейчас пообщаюсь, что-то еще поделаю.
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
Продолжим в следующий
About
раз.
as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear
Может быть,
himself
в
talk.
понедельник,
All of
может
those
быть,
science
нет.
types
Посмотрим.
absolutely do.
Завтра вряд
He's
ли.
been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks
You underestimate my power!
But if he's
Спасибо, Булка,
completely
за
lost it,
пост.
then what help could he be?
О, ты только проснулся. Тебя даже вчерашний шторм не разбудил.
Do you work with Rangers?
Not often. Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
How does the Bureau handle...
А у меня солнышко.
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. Lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything.
Кревету. Лучше фармил на что-то
Why don't you drink it?
поинты
Do I even want to know?
полезные.
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know.
What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, you know, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Так, а какой мой квест основной? Где он?
They're endangering us by bringing a hiss in. If Trench was still around, we could stop this.
Trench was part of the same shadow
Distorts you. Happiness, you are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been in there. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, while you are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunderstorm distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls, but
Can you
yellow
hear
and red
me?
in the eye. Through a
Oh,
mirror,
come on, Dylan. I'm here.
by the door. Push
I
the
found
fingers
you.
through the surface into the wet. You've always been in there. You want this to be true. We
Do
stand
you know who I am?
know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be true.
that? Please.
Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No.
Нет.
Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You! You came in through the hole in you! We let you in, you've always been here! The only truth! A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy!
Stop it!
Orange peel!
Shit! Shit! He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small. In Ordinary. In the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years. After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The air cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home. The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector.
Ну да.
Now the projector's here.
То, что он уехавший, ему как раз заебись.
Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny. I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet. You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
In your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jessie. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
Я могу что-то с ним
I
еще
don't know what
обсудить?
else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary. Before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure. What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
Может использоваться, да.
Maybe
То же
Dylan's
самое, как и
still-
Джесси.
Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here, so that we could be together.
Ну, блин, я вроде
You were
помню
an
какую-то
office
дело,
assistant.
но не
You'd
помню.
make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way, forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream
Но
shifted.
использует. Не канонично, но
None of it was
использует.
real anymore. It was a game.
Да, бэч.
We were in a game. And it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office. Something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
Че, мне ты только сны будешь пересказывать? Давайте еще раз
Maybe I
посмотрим.
can learn more about the hiss from him.
Can we talk?
Пока не
I just
заявился.
had an interesting dream.
Shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Или
That's
у него
not
просто
it.
все диалоги такие.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that.
For the record, that will never happen. Not as long as I'm alive.
The thunderstorm distorts you.
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself.
Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place, and there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door, and he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop. In another world, the cop was real. Door said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
I'm not wild about the idea myself.
Through time, the thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow.
Why haven't we dissected that?
Box tokens. Эх. Бля, пирс мне нравится. Я сейчас не про Saints Row говорю, капа. Это на что? На грипп. Грипп у меня сейчас отсутствует. А я смогу носить больше 2 видов оружия, Кэт? Или у меня только 2 и все?
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the city in April. Case number T1HQ593.
А, Кэт уже пошел в это. Понятно. Значит, узнаю в следующий раз. Смогу ли носить больше 2 видов оружия с собой? Текс. И опять в security центр попал. У меня же есть 6-й пропуск? Есть. Ог. Я уже не помню, как я проходил дальше. Документики.
Find new prime candidates. The Bureau needs a director. P6 and D7.
плюс лут. Я не буду такие мультики смотреть пока что.
I wish things had gone differently in ordinary for us. Wish I
Вы
knew
там
how to
начали
change
катку?
things.
Или вы меня ждете?
Finding the projector
Чтобы я
will.
понимал.
So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's...
Доигрывают.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector.
Ну, типа, я тут хочу дойти до какого-то чекпоинта и выходить. Ну, типа, этой штуки, через которую телепортируется. Где тут ближайшая? Не помнишь? В этой из этих комнат.
All the times I felt paranoid, I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me. I studied what happened in ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
О, боты. Даже больше, чем один. Даже три. Бать вы спамеры.
Dylan and I were both prime candidates. Experiments.
О, есть.
course we are.
Да, я согласен на эти terms. Ну, блин, игрушка клевая, но я не хочу ее прям пробегать. Сегодня я так бегал сюжет, а на следующий раз, наверное, по сайдам побегаю и по прочим таким вещам. А, клево, прикольно, мне нравится. Так что с контролем продолжим в следующий раз. Я даже карту